Ladies, if you're over 50 and you've been feeling like your energy is draining away, if your hands and feet are always cold, or if you're experiencing that frustrating brain fog that makes you feel like you're losing yourself, I need you to stop what you're doing and listen carefully. Because what I'm about to share with you isn't just another health tip, it's a breakfast secret that thousands of women are using to reverse poor circulation, boost their energy levels, and feel vibrant again, naturally, without expensive supplements or risky procedures. You see, most women over 50 are unknowingly eating the worst possible breakfast for their circulation. And it's happening every single morning. That innocent bowl of cereal, that piece of toast with jam, even that healthy granola bar, they're all silently choking off blood flow to your brain, your hands, your feet, and every vital organ in your body. But here's the thing, your body hasn't given up on you. It's just been waiting for the right signal. And that signal comes from 4 specific foods that can transform your circulation in as little as 21 days. Before we dive into these life-changing foods, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. I'm Dr. Sarah Mitchell, and I help women over 50 reclaim their vitality through natural methods. Don't miss out on content that could change your life. Here's what's really happening inside your body after 50 and why most doctors never explain this to you properly. Every year after menopause, your body produces significantly less nitric oxide, the master molecule responsible for keeping your blood vessels flexible and open. Without enough nitric oxide, your arteries become stiff, narrow, and unable to deliver oxygen-rich blood where it's needed most. This isn't just about feeling cold or tired. Poor circulation affects your brain function, causing that frustrating mental fog. It impacts your heart, making simple tasks feel exhausting. It reaches your extremities, leaving your hands and feet perpetually cold, and it affects your skin, making you look older than you feel. But here's what the medical establishment doesn't want you to know. This decline isn't inevitable, it's largely dietary. You see, most women over 50 start their day with foods that actively destroy nitric oxide production. That morning bagel with cream cheese, it's loaded with refined carbs that cause inflammation in your blood vessels. That sweetened coffee drink, the sugar creates oxidative stress that breaks down the very molecules your circulation depends on. Even foods marketed as heart-healthy like whole grain cereals often contain hidden sugars and preservatives that work against your vascular system. Let me tell you about my patient Margaret, a 58-year-old teacher who came to me feeling defeated. She said, "Dr. Mitchell, I can barely make it through a school day without exhaustion. My feet are so cold, I wear socks to bed, and I feel like I'm in a mental fog constantly." Her blood work showed exactly what I expected: low nitric oxide levels, elevated inflammation markers, and poor vascular function. But here's the remarkable part. Within 3 weeks of changing just her breakfast routine, Margaret's energy returned. Her hands and feet warmed up. Her mental clarity improved so much that her students noticed she was back to her old self. The secret lies in understanding that your first meal of the day sets the tone for your entire circulatory system. When you wake up, your body is in a fasted state, primed to absorb nutrients efficiently. Your blood vessels are most receptive to repair and regeneration during this critical window. This is why breakfast isn't just about satisfying hunger, it's about sending the right molecular signals to your cardiovascular system. The foods I'm about to share with you contain specific compounds that naturally boost nitric oxide production, reduce inflammation, and improve blood vessel flexibility. These aren't exotic superfoods with unpronounceable names. They're simple, affordable ingredients you can find at any grocery store. But when combined in the right way and eaten at the right time, they become a powerful circulation support system. The key is timing and combination. Eating these foods within the first hour of waking maximizes their absorption and effectiveness. Your body's natural hormonal cycles during this period actually enhance the uptake of the specific nutrients your blood vessels crave. Over the next few chapters, I'll walk you through 4 specific foods that can transform your circulation. Each one works through a different biological pathway, and together they create a synergistic effect that is far more powerful than taking any single supplement. But first, I want you to understand something crucial. You have more control over your circulation than you've been told. Your body wants to heal, wants to restore optimal blood flow, wants to give you back the energy and vitality you remember. It just needs the right raw materials to work with. And that starts tomorrow morning with what you put on your plate. The first circulation-boosting food that needs to be on your breakfast plate is dark leafy greens, specifically spinach, arugula, or Swiss chard. I know what you're thinking. Salad for breakfast? That sounds terrible. But hear me out, because this one change could be the key to getting your energy back. Dark leafy greens are nature's most concentrated source of dietary nitrates. And here is why that matters for your circulation. When you eat these greens, your body converts the nitrates into nitrite and then into nitric oxide. That crucial molecule we talked about that keeps your blood vessels open and flexible. But here is the fascinating part most people don't know. This conversion process is most efficient in the morning when your stomach acid levels are optimal and your digestive system is primed for nutrient absorption. Let me share the story of Linda, a 54-year-old nurse who was struggling with afternoon crashes and cold extremities. She was skeptical when I suggested adding a spinach to her morning routine, but she was desperate enough to try anything. I had her start with just 1 cup of fresh baby spinach mixed into her morning eggs. That's it. No complicated recipes, no expensive organic requirements, just regular spinach from the grocery store. Within 2 weeks, Linda noticed her afternoon energy wasn't crashing as hard. Within a month, her circulation had improved so much that she stopped wearing gloves indoors. Her blood pressure, which had been creeping up, dropped by 8 points systolic. The science behind this is remarkable. Studies show that just 1 serving of nitrate-rich greens can increase nitric oxide production by up to 200% within hours of consumption. This translates to immediate improvements in blood vessel dilation and oxygen delivery throughout your body. But not all greens are created equal. Arugula actually contains the highest concentration of nitrates, followed by spinach, then Swiss chard. The peppery taste of arugula indicates its high nitrate content. Those compounds that taste slightly bitter are exactly what your blood vessels need. Here's how to incorporate them into your breakfast routine effectively. Start with 1 cup of greens mixed into scrambled eggs, folded into an omelet, or blended into a morning smoothie. If you're not used to greens first thing in the morning, Start with milder spinach and work up to more potent arugula. For maximum nitrate absorption, eat them raw or lightly cooked. Overcooking destroys the delicate nitrate compounds you're trying to harness. A quick sauté for 30 seconds is perfect, just enough to wilt them, but preserve their circulation boosting power. Now, let's talk safety. If you're taking blood pressure medications or have a history of kidney stones, start with smaller portions, about half a cup, and monitor how you feel. While nitrates are generally safe and beneficial, they can enhance the effects of certain medications. Also, if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, be consistent with your green intake rather than having large amounts sporadically. The vitamin K in leafy greens interacts with these medications, but consistency is key. Here's a pro tip that amplifies the effect. Squeeze fresh lemon juice over your greens. The vitamin C enhances nitrate absorption and conversion, potentially doubling the circulation benefits. Plus, it makes them taste better. One common mistake I see women make is buying pre-washed, bagged greens and letting them sit in the fridge for weeks. Nitrate content decreases over time, so aim for the freshest greens possible. Local farmers market greens often have higher nitrate levels than supermarket varieties that have traveled long distances. Tomorrow morning, I want you to try this. Take 1 cup of fresh baby spinach. Sauté it lightly with a touch of olive oil and garlic, and fold it into your morning eggs. Add a squeeze of lemon and notice how you feel throughout the day. This simple addition could be the first step toward the energy and circulation you've been missing. If dark leafy greens are good for circulation, then beets are absolutely extraordinary. This humble root vegetable contains more circulation-boosting nitrates than almost any other food on the planet, and when eaten correctly, it can produce measurable improvements in blood flow within just hours. But here's what most women don't know. The way you prepare and consume beets makes all the difference between getting moderate benefits and experiencing a real circulation transformation. Let me tell you about Carol, a 62-year-old retired librarian who came to me with severe circulation problems. Her fingers would turn white in mild cold, she had persistent brain fog, and she was exhausted by mid-morning every day. She'd tried various supplements with no success. I introduced her to my beet protocol, not beet juice from a bottle, but fresh, properly prepared beets consumed at the optimal time. Within 1 week, Carol's finger circulation improved noticeably. Within 3 weeks, her mental clarity was the best it had been in years. Here's the science. Beets contain the highest concentration of dietary nitrates of any vegetable, sometimes containing 10 times more than other nitrate-rich foods. When consumed, these nitrates follow the same conversion pathway as leafy greens, but with much more potent results. Clinical studies have shown that beet consumption can improve blood vessel function by up to 20% within just 2 hours. That's not a gradual improvement over months. That's your circulation getting measurably better the same morning you eat them. But here's the key. Preparation method matters enormously. Raw beets provide the most nitrates, but they're difficult to digest and can cause a stomach upset. Steaming or roasting beets at low temperatures preserves most of the nitrate content while making them digestible. The absolute best method I've found is this. Take 1 medium beet, scrub it clean, but don't peel it. The skin contains concentrated nitrates. Then steam it for 15 to 20 minutes until tender. Let it cool, then grate it fresh over your morning meal. Why grating? Because breaking down the cell walls releases more nitrates for absorption. Fresh grated beet over the scrambled eggs or yogurt provides maximum circulation benefits with minimal digestive stress. Timing is crucial with beets. Unlike other foods that can be eaten anytime, beets work best when consumed in the morning on a relatively empty stomach. This allows for optimal nitrate absorption and conversion throughout the day. Here's something remarkable. The circulation benefits of beets are cumulative. While you'll feel some improvement within hours, regular consumption builds lasting improvements in blood vessel flexibility and function. Women who eat beets regularly show significantly better circulation markers than those who consume them sporadically. Now let's address some practical concerns. Yes, beets can cause harmless red coloration in urine. This is called beeturia and affects about 14% of people. It's not dangerous, just surprising if you're not expecting it. If you have a history of kidney stones, particularly calcium oxalate stones, limit beet consumption to small portions a few times per week rather than daily. Beets are high in oxalates, which can contribute to stone formation in susceptible individuals. For diabetics, beets do contain natural sugars, but the fiber content and circulation benefits usually outweigh concerns. Monitor your blood sugar response and adjust portions accordingly. Here's my favorite breakfast preparation. Steam 1 medium beet until tender. Let it cool, then grate it fresh over Greek yogurt with a drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of sea salt. The combination of nitrates from the beets, protein from the yogurt, and healthy fats from the olive oil creates optimal conditions for nitrate absorption and sustained energy. Another excellent option is to grate fresh steamed beets into an omelette with a spinach. This gives you a double dose of circulation-supporting nitrates in one meal. One final tip: if you find the earthy taste of beets off-putting, start with golden beets, which have a milder flavor, or mix grated beets with naturally sweet foods like berries or a small amount of honey. Remember, this isn't about forcing yourself to eat foods you hate. It's about finding palatable ways to give your body the specific nutrients it needs to restore optimal circulation. Tomorrow, try steaming 1 beet and grating it over your breakfast. Pay attention to how your energy and mental clarity feel throughout the day. While beets and greens boost nitric oxide production, pomegranate works through an entirely different pathway to support circulation, and this difference makes it absolutely crucial for women over 50. Pomegranate doesn't just create more nitric oxide, it protects the nitric oxide you already have from being destroyed by free radicals and oxidative stress. Think of it as putting a protective shield around your circulation improvements. Here's why this matters specifically for women over 50. As estrogen levels decline during and after menopause, your natural antioxidant defenses weaken significantly. This means the nitric oxide your body produces gets destroyed faster than it can be used, leaving you with poor circulation despite your best efforts. Let me share Janet's story. She's a 56-year-old accountant who had been following my beet and greens protocol for 6 weeks with modest improvements. Her energy was better, but she still had cold hands and occasional brain fog. When we added pomegranate to her routine, everything changed. Within 2 weeks of adding pomegranate seeds to her morning routine, Janet's circulation improvements accelerated dramatically. Her hands stayed warm throughout the day, her mental clarity sharpened, and she reported feeling more energetic than she had in years. The secret lies in pomegranate's unique antioxidant compounds called punicalagins. These powerful molecules don't just fight general inflammation, they specifically protect the delicate nitric oxide molecules in your blood vessels from oxidative damage. Research shows that pomegranate consumption can increase nitric oxide bioavailability by up to 50%. That means the nitric oxide your body produces from eating beets and greens stays active longer, providing extended circulation benefits throughout the day. But here's what's crucial: you need to eat pomegranate correctly to get these benefits. Pomegranate juice from a bottle, even 100% juice, has been processed and often heated, which destroys many of the delicate antioxidant compounds. Fresh pomegranate seeds provide the maximum benefit. Here's my recommended approach. Add half a cup of fresh pomegranate seeds to your breakfast 4 to 5 times per week. You can sprinkle them over yogurt, mix them into oatmeal, or eat them alongside your beet and greens preparations. The timing synergy is important. When you eat pomegranate seeds along with nitrate-rich foods like beets or greens, the antioxidants in pomegranate immediately begin protecting the nitric oxide. Those foods help create. It's like having a bodyguard for your circulation improvements. For maximum absorption, eat pomegranate seeds with a small amount of healthy fat, olive oil, nuts, or avocado. The antioxidant compounds in pomegranate are fat-soluble, meaning they're absorbed much better when consumed with fats. Now, let's talk about selection and preparation. Choose pomegranates that feel heavy for their size and have unblemished skin. The seeds should be plump and deep red. Pale or shriveled seeds indicate the fruit is past its prime and has lost antioxidant potency. Here's the easiest method for seed extraction. Cut the pomegranate in half, hold it cut side down over a bowl, and tap the back with a wooden spoon. The seeds will fall out cleanly with minimal effort. Fresh pomegranate seeds can be stored in the refrigerator for up to 1 week, making meal prep simple. I recommend preparing several pomegranates at once and storing the seeds in glass containers. One important consideration: pomegranate can interact with certain medications, particularly blood thinners and some blood pressure medications. If you're taking prescription medications, start with small amounts and monitor your response. For women with sensitive stomachs, eat pomegranate seeds with other foods rather than on an empty stomach. The natural acids can cause discomfort if consumed alone, especially first thing in the morning. Here's my favorite circulation-supporting breakfast combination: Greek yogurt topped with fresh pomegranate seeds, a drizzle of olive oil, and a handful of chopped walnuts. This provides nitric oxide protection from pomegranate, protein for sustained energy, healthy fats for absorption, and additional circulation support from the omega-3s in walnuts. Another excellent option is adding pomegranate seeds to your morning smoothie along with the spinach and beets. The natural sweetness of pomegranate helps mask any earthy flavors while providing powerful circulation protection. Remember, consistency is key. Sporadic consumption won't provide the cumulative protective effects your circulation needs. The fourth and final food that completes your circulation-supporting breakfast might surprise you. Walnuts. While the first three foods focused on nitric oxide production and protection, walnuts work through your body's inflammatory pathways to create lasting circulation improvements. Here's what makes walnuts uniquely powerful for women over 50. They are the richest plant-based source of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a specific type of omega-3 fatty acid that directly improves blood vessel flexibility and reduces the chronic inflammation that chokes off circulation as we age. Let me tell you about Patricia, a 59-year-old real estate agent who had tried the beets, greens, and pomegranate protocol for 2 months with good results, but she was still experiencing afternoon energy crashes and poor concentration during client meetings. When we added just 7 walnut halves to her morning routine, Patricia's sustained energy improved dramatically. More importantly, her blood pressure dropped by 12 points over the following 6 weeks, and she reported feeling mentally sharp throughout entire work days. The science behind walnuts and circulation is fascinating. ALA omega-3s help your blood vessels produce prostacyclin, a compound that prevents blood platelets from clumping together and keeps blood flowing smoothly. This is especially important for women over 50, whose blood tends to become stickier due to hormonal changes. But walnuts don't just affect blood flow. They actually remodel your blood vessels at the cellular level. Regular walnut consumption has been shown to increase the flexibility of artery walls by up to 16%, essentially making your blood vessels younger and more responsive. Here's the key to getting maximum circulation benefits from walnuts. They must be fresh, raw, and consumed in the correct amount at the right time. Stale or rancid walnuts actually create inflammation rather than reducing it. Always buy walnuts in the shell when possible or from stores with high turnover. They should taste mildly sweet and nutty, never bitter or sharp. The optimal amount is 7 to 10 walnut halves per day, consumed in the morning with other foods. More isn't better. Excess omega-3s can actually impair blood clotting, while too few won't provide measurable benefits. Timing matters because walnut omega-3s work synergistically with the nitric oxide boost from your other breakfast foods. When consumed together, the anti-inflammatory effects of walnuts help preserve and enhance the circulation improvements from beets, greens, and pomegranate. Here's how to incorporate walnuts properly. Chop them fresh each morning to preserve their oils, then sprinkle over yogurt with pomegranate seeds, mix into oatmeal with berries, or eat alongside your beet and greens preparation. Never eat walnuts that have been stored chopped or ground. Once the protective shell is broken, the delicate oils begin oxidizing rapidly. Pre-chopped walnuts from packages often contain rancid oils that work against your circulation goals. For women with tree nut allergies, pumpkin seeds provide similar omega-3 benefits, though you'll need about double the amount. Hemp seeds are another excellent alternative with comparable ALA content. If you're taking blood thinners, monitor your INR levels more closely when adding walnuts, as omega-3s can enhance anticoagulant effects. Most women can safely consume the recommended amount, but consistency is important for medication stability. Here's a storage tip that preserves walnut potency. Keep shelled walnuts in the refrigerator in an airtight container or in the freezer for longer storage. This prevents the oils from going rancid and maintains their circulation benefits. My favorite morning combination is what I call the Circulation Power Bowl. Greek yogurt topped with fresh pomegranate seeds, chopped walnuts, a sprinkle of grated fresh beet, and a handful of baby spinach, all drizzled with extra virgin olive oil. This combination provides nitric oxide production from the beets and greens, antioxidant protection from pomegranate, anti-inflammatory omega-3s from walnuts, and enhanced absorption from olive oil. It's a complete circulation support system in one bowl. Another excellent option is adding chopped walnuts to a morning smoothie containing spinach, beets, and berries. The healthy fats in walnuts help absorb fat-soluble vitamins while providing sustained energy and circulation support. Remember, these 4 foods work best together, creating a synergistic effect that is far more powerful than consuming any single food alone. Now you have the complete circulation-boosting breakfast strategy that's helping thousands of women over 50 reclaim their energy, mental clarity, and vitality. But here's what separates women who see dramatic results from those who stay stuck: implementation. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. And I've seen too many women learn exactly what they need to do, feel motivated for a few days, then slip back into old habits that keep them feeling tired, foggy, and frustrated. So let me give you a foolproof implementation plan that virtually guarantees success. Week 1. Start with one food. Don't try to overhaul your entire breakfast routine overnight. Choose the food that appeals to you most. Maybe it's adding spinach to your morning eggs or sprinkling pomegranate seeds on yogurt. Focus on making this one change consistent for 7 days. Week 2. Add the second food. Once your first change feels natural, add one more circulation-boosting food. If you started with greens, perhaps add grated fresh beets. The key is building habits gradually so they stick. Week 3. Introduce the third food. By now, you should be feeling noticeable improvements in energy and circulation. Add your third food choice while maintaining the first 2. Many women tell me this is when the transformation becomes obvious to family and friends. Week 4. Complete the system. Add your fourth food, creating the complete circulation support system. This is when you'll experience the full synergistic effects: sustained energy, improved mental clarity, warmer hands and feet, and better overall vitality. The golden rules for success. Rule number 1. Timing is everything. Eat your circulation-supporting breakfast within 60 minutes of waking. Your body is most receptive to these nutrients when you're in a fasted state. Rule number 2. Consistency beats perfection. It's better to eat these foods 5 days a week consistently than to be perfect for 2 weeks, then give up. Your circulation responds to patterns, not perfect days. Rule number 3. Fresh is non-negotiable. Processed, packaged, or pre-prepared versions of these foods won't give you the results you're looking for. The circulation-boosting compounds are delicate and degrade quickly. Rule number 4. Listen to your body. Start with smaller portions and adjust based on how you feel. Some women need more, others need less. Pay attention to your energy levels, circulation, and overall well-being. Let me paint a picture of what's possible for you. In 30 days, instead of waking up tired and dreading the day ahead, you could wake up with energy and mental clarity. Instead of cold hands and feet, you could have warm, comfortable circulation. Instead of afternoon crashes, you could have sustained energy that lasts from morning to night. This isn't wishful thinking. It's what happens when you give your body the specific nutrients it needs to restore optimal circulation. But remember, this is just the beginning. Improving circulation affects every system in your body: your brain, your heart, your immune system, your skin, your sleep quality. The breakfast foods I've shared today are your foundation, but there is so much more you can do to support your health and vitality as you age. Here's what I want you to do right now. First, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss future videos that build on what you've learned today. I regularly share advanced strategies for women over 50 who want to thrive, not just survive. Second, leave a comment below telling me which of these 4 foods you're going to start with tomorrow morning. Making that public commitment dramatically increases your chances of following through. Third, share this video with any woman in your life who's struggling with fatigue, poor circulation, or brain fog. You could literally change someone's life by sharing this information. Your body hasn't given up on you, and neither should you. The energy and vitality you remember from your younger years isn't gone forever. It's just waiting for the right nutritional signals to return. Tomorrow morning, choose one food. Take one step. Begin your circulation transformation. You deserve to feel vibrant, energetic, and alive at any age. And now you know exactly how to make that happen.